The thing is, there's video footage of the shooter.
Really?
He was recording himself while he was doing it. The reason why, because the shooter used to work at the news station.
studio?
I'm playing with no audio. So like, see they're interviewing the lady.
Yeah.
And like he walks up.
What is going on, y'all? TB4Y Podcast. We back with another episode. Mikey. What's up, dog? What's going on with you?
Brand new Pope, American Pope. Shout out Robert or Leo. He changed his name to Leo. So shout out that guy.
Real Chirac nigga.
Yeah, on God.
That's crazy,
Old
right?
block.
Wow.
Yeah, he actually retweeted one of Kanye West's albums the other, like, long ass time ago.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like.
No, not recently.
Oh,
It was when Kanye West was doing his like Christian shit. You know
Okay. Yeah, bro. Hey, I just wanted to get right into something, bro. Just to start this episode off, I'm gonna start this with a crazy one. This video went viral like a couple weeks ago, and it was about this kid named Nicholas Prosper, and he was 18 years old when all this stuff happened. This just happened, I think, the end of 2024. This kid already had a bunch of problems like growing up, because I guess he had like severe autism, and he was kind of like an outcast in school, things like that. But he never got bullied though. He was getting obsessed with a lot of weird stuff online, where he would like looking up things with pedophilia.
Oh shit.
He would look at necrophilia, and he became obsessed with like Sandy Hook, the whole incident. Yeah, and like a bunch of other like school shootings and things like that. He was obsessed with it for a while. I guess this one day he was playing his favorite video game, which was the Walking Dead game. I don't know if you seen
the
it.
Telltale game, right?
Yes. So he became like obsessed with that game, and I guess one day him and his sister, who's his younger sister, they were playing the game together. His sister was like doing something. I don't know if it was during like his story mode or whatever, but she messes up in the game. He gets super pissed, and he makes this video that a bunch of people are like, yeah, bro, this is weird, where he pretty much said his sister made a grave mistake, and for that, her face needs to be mutilated.
Whoa.
He posted it online too, yeah. And he has a bunch of other weird videos where he's like pretending to like shoot a gun and all this other stuff on camera. So people are kind of like, dude, what's going on with bro? And he was just saying a bunch of weird stuff, like saying that he was chosen by Clementine, one of the characters.
Yeah.
People didn't understand what he meant when he said that. Like he was chosen by this person.
What the hell?
He ends up finding a way to buy an illegal firearm, which is he gets a shotgun out there in England. The guy who sold him the gun, I think he already had a feeling like this kid, something's wrong with him.
Yeah.
So he let the cops know, like, hey, I'm just letting you guys know, I ended up selling a gun to this guy, and I think he had a fake like ID and gun license and all this other stuff.
You can even get guns like that?
Apparently, I didn't know that anybody can even own them, but I don't know if the way he did it was
a fat process. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. So he ends up getting this gun, and he waits until like 5 a.m. when his whole family is asleep. His mom ends up waking up to his surprise. She goes to bro's room. He's in there with the gun, and he's already holding it, like basically loading it up.
Yeah.
And his mom sees him. She's like, what are you doing? And where did you even get a gun? She instantly jumps on him, trying to get the gun out of his hands. He fights with his mom. They get into like this big like tussle. He ends up shooting his mom point blank in the face.
Damn.
Kills her right there. His brother and sister, who are 13 and 16, they both wake up from it, and they're coming out like, what the hell is even going on? Instantly, he shoots his sister, and it like grazes her. So she's still alive. She goes and hides under a table. Bro goes under the table. He's like throwing the chairs and stuff, and he shoots her straight in the head too. Like straight up blows her head off. And then after that, his brother runs to the kitchen, grabs a knife, and he was pretty much trying to defend himself, and he starts like slashing at his brother and stuff like that. His brother ends up overpowering him because he's 18. Mm-hmm. He gets on top of his brother, and he stabs him like over 1,000 times.
Whoa.
Bro, he stabs him hella times. Just keeps stabbing him. He's like cutting him up and things like that. And then to finish him off, he shoots him in the head too.
What the hell?
Yeah. And then he gets like ready, leaves his house, and he heads towards this elementary school, which was his old elementary school. And his plan was he was going to go over there and try to kill at least 30 people. He said to get his kill count up. Like this is a video game or something.
Bro, is he playing Call of Duty or Walking Dead? What game is he on now?
I don't even know, bro. But he said he was trying to get his kill count up. So he was going to go to this elementary school to kill a bunch of kids. Luckily, when he goes to the elementary school, the school was not open yet because it was still too early in the morning. So it was like right before the school was about to open. Yeah. And the neighbors were hearing a bunch of gunshots. They were hearing stuff that was going on. So they're like, what is even going on? Because like in the UK, you hearing gunshots. It's like
crazy.
What is even going on? So a bunch of people call the police. They let them know like there's something going on next door. Police end up getting a bunch of cars going around the area where bro was last seen. And they ended up finding him hiding out close to his elementary school. Pretty much they grab bruh, they take him in. When they have him, they go and they see the whole crime scene, bro. The weirdest thing that this kid did was he left this book on top of his mom's corpse. And the book is titled How to Kill Your Family.
Really?
Yes.
That's like a real
textbook.
book.
It's a real book, yeah. And he left it on top of his mom's body before he left. Pretty much they took bro in, and this kid is donezo, bro. He's probably getting life in jail.
For sure.
Because I think he finally incarcerated him right now. So he just went to jail and things like that.
This happened last year.
This happened literally the end of last year. So pretty much this year, technically, yeah.
Dude.
Super weird, bro. And he just had a lot of other weird stuff that was going on with him, bro. Like, they just said dude was watching a lot of hardcore stuff. He was interested in a bunch of crazy things in his life. So, yeah, people were just shook about this whole story.
That's insane.
And the wildest part is, it's not even like I said, he didn't get bullied or anything.
He just did it.
He just did it. He just became obsessed with this game, and I don't know why he thought killing his family had any correlation with zombies. That's why they said, because he had autism, like a crazy form of it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And if I showed you the video of the kid, bro, I'll just show you. He's super freaking weird. I might as well just show you this clip. I'll show you like a short. This is so weird, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
So
he's super freaking weird.
Man.
But all right, here, look. This is a video of bro talking.
On June 30th, my sister decided to make the only correct choices in episode 1 of season 1 of The Walking Dead games, and for that her face will be mutilated further than necessary. I am the chosen one, chosen by Clementine.
Yeah, this guy's crazy, bro. And he doesn't even look like a weird guy.
That's the craziest part, right? He looks pretty normal of a dude. Yeah, that's what blew everybody's mind.
Dude, that's
super
insane,
weird.
Bro. That's so sad, bro.
You know what I mean? RP bro's whole family, but it's
like,
bro,
the way he did his brother,
bro,
crazy,
so brutal,
bro.
so brutal, bro.
That's so insane, bro.
And you had no remorse at all. That's what I mean. Like, something just clicked in this kid's head.
No father?
I don't think he had a father. Nah, they didn't say nothing about it.
Okay,
I said father weird, but yeah, crazy as hell. I don't know anything about his dad, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it was just his mom and then them living together. Yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
That's so insane, bro. Like, I'm more surprised that he was able to get a shotgun out there.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, it blew my mind, bro. But I guess the first time he tried, he got denied, and then he went again and tried to do it. And
like a
pretty
fake
much
ID.
He went and like did a whole bunch of deep diving online, how to get like a fake ID and a fake gun license and all this other stuff.
That's one thing. It's like, how does that now automatically just tag you?
I know.
In some system somewhere. If you look up something
some
like
of his
that,
search,
you know what I mean?
it did. That's why the police were already just like, okay, yeah, this kid is weird. But like, you know what I think? I think they don't.
Until something bad happens.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's like they'll just be like, keep an eye on that kid type of thing. But he hasn't done the crime yet. But I feel like, bro, even just looking it up is a little crazy.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, if you're looking up like
necrophilia,
pedophilia, stuff like that.
Yeah, bro,
like,
you are instantly done. So I think you should already be under the jail, dog. It's a little bit too much on the nose.
Yeah, or at least some psych ward or something like that. You know what I mean? Something like that, bro. But
it's interesting.
And then I don't know, bro. You know how like today's day and age now, because he's like autistic and stuff like that.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
They probably did it like, that's kind of playing with fire right there. You know, we throw him in a psych ward.
Exactly. We
People
can't throw him in a loony bin,
yeah,
bro. We can't do it no more. You know, everybody's gonna be like, nah, bro, that's unethical. That's yada yada yada. It's like, what do we do with bro then? We just keep him in society
until he does something like that.
Until he does something like this, and he did it to his family. Imagine people he doesn't even know.
And he was planning to do it to people he didn't know.
That's what I'm saying. You feel me? So they caught him right in time.
That's crazy.
You know, that's God right there, bro. They caught him right before he can even get the chance to do this stupid shit. Interesting.
Because imagine if he would,
Bro, imagine that. Because they said, bro, the
UK
last
hasn't had since
1996.
Yeah, imagine
that was the last one.
Yeah, dude.
Somewhere around there. You feel what I'm saying?
What are the odds he was inspired by Americans?
Exactly, yeah, bro.
Like, yeah, that's crazy.
You feel me? He was sitting there watching a bunch of, well, they all are, to be honest with you. Sorry to all my freaking blokes out there, but you know, y'all copy us a little bit. Let's keep it real.
Copy us a lot.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah. Our slang.
The way we dress.
Not
the way we eat, though, huh?
Yeah, not the way we eat. Hell no. They got bubbles and squeak, all that stuff. Nah, bro. Nah,
duck bills and paddles. It's like, what the hell y'all eating out there? Jesus.
I'm already knowing.
Speaking of people who have crazy obsessions, I seen this the other day on Reddit, and it's absolutely crazy, bro. It's about this lady named Leonarda. She lives in Italy at the time, and she was super obsessive over her family because she had lost a lot of her kids. And I think at the time she probably only had like 4 kids. And she was really obsessive over her oldest son. During this time, her son ends up getting drafted into the war, World War II.
Yeah.
So she thinks the only way she could protect her son is by creating human sacrifices to save him.
Really?
Yes. And that's literally exactly what she does. She ends up pretending to be like a fortune teller or like a matchmaker. And she gets 3 of her neighbors. They're just like these lonely old women who live nearby her. She ends up tricking them to pretty much come over to her house to help them find new husbands or to talk about their fortune or whatever.
Yeah.
First girl that comes to her house, they're chilling, they're talking. She ends up drugging her wine. This lady drinks it, passes out. And this girl, Leonarda, chops her into pieces with an axe.
Whoa.
Yeah.
She went full 360.
No. Chops her into pieces with an axe, takes her over into the kitchen, boils her body parts in like this type of chemical or whatever.
Yeah.
Until pretty much it turns into like this weird black mush after she started like, you know, mixing
Mashing
it all
it down
together.
and stuff, yeah.
And then she separates it and she turns her body fat into soaps
Really?
that she ended up using. And
But she
then
used it on her own body?
yeah, I'm pretty sure she used it on her own body.
Whoa.
Because she ended up killing 3 of her neighbors. One of the neighbors, she said the soap smelled hella good because she had like better skin than the other girls.
Ew.
Yeah, crazy. With the leftover body parts, she made like little like cakes or something like that and gave it to like the rest of her neighbors.
What the hell? And they ate it?
Yes, and they ate it.
What'd they say?
I don't know if they ever like really commented on it. They were probably too like horrified, to be honest with you.
To even say who ate it and
Yes,
stuff?
yes.
Oh, man.
And then she ended up doing that to the next 2 girls, the same exact thing, bringing them over, chopping them up, boiling their bodies and turning them into soaps and cakes. Craziest thing, bro. She did all this, and her sister is the one who pretty much ended up snitching on her.
Really?
She ended up finding out that that's what her sister was doing.
Yeah.
She ended up telling the police. The police come and arrest this girl.
Yeah.
And she pretty much just tells them like, oh yeah, like I did it. You know what I mean?
I was turning people into soap.
Yeah. And the craziest thing is like she was proud of what she did.
Really?
Like she was even telling them like how she did it, like it's like she's giving them like a recipe or something, like hella normal.
Really?
And then when they were like telling her like what she did, she like corrected them like, no, I didn't do it like that. I did it like this.
Yeah.
The weirdest thing about it, because they ended up sending her to jail forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, they ended up sending her out to jail for the rest of her life. But the crazy thing is, the reason why she did it was because she did it to protect her son. She
Did
thought
he?
that
I was
doing
just gonna
human
ask.
sacrifice
Yeah.
will protect her son during the war.
He passed.
No, her son never died during the war.
Really? He came back home?
He came back home.
Did he find out all the stuff his mom was doing?
Yeah, he found out.
Jeez,
I don't know what his
dude.
reaction was to that because he came home like right after she had gotten arrested.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bro. So it was kind of like, what is.
It kind of worked.
Dude.
I don't know, but like, what?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's just
I know.
like coincidence, but
Yeah.
to her,
It worked.
it worked.
So she was like, bro, it was worth it.
Yeah.
Wow, dude. I'm not even going to cap with you. I think I have heard the story about this lady before, but like you decided to boil people down into soaps and then you even gave a review on the difference of like yeah, like the first girl I boiled, she wasn't really, you know, it kind of stunk a little bit, but you know, it was really good for my skin, but the other one actually smelled good.
Yeah.
And it was good for my skin. It's like that's so weird, bro. How did she even figure that out?
I don't even know.
That's what I mean,
She
bro.
probably was
Like-
already making soaps and stuff like that.
And then you think she just thought like
And she just thought like, oh, it's the same process, you know what I mean, but with the human.
yeah, that's what I mean. There's so many freaky people on earth that just, they're so evil that they cook up, no pun intended, but like the craziest ideas. The fact that she just randomly thought one day, like, you know what, just to protect my son. And see, I don't even think that
I
was
need human
it.
sacrifice.
Nah, you see, there's a difference of like, okay, I'm going to sacrifice somebody where I chop you up, you know, and I freaking throw you in a pile of like wood
but
and
why
stuff like that
turn it
and burn
into
it.
soap and
But it's like, why turn me into soap?
and cupcakes pretty much.
Turn me into meat pies, and then you're gonna make soap out of the rest of my body, bro. That's not human sacrifice.
Nah, it's insane.
You're like freaking Joe Metheny and all
Nah,
these
for
guys.
real.
Like you're just like them.
Like Ed Gein.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like he was insane too. Like his whole thing of like the furniture and shit like that, bro.
And like skin suits and stuff like that. Yeah,
bro.
he was crazy. He was
Like
crazy.
I'm just being honest. I think that's kind of like, you know what I think that is? I think that's a certain disorder. That's what I believe, because it's like,
Yeah.
how do all these people throughout history do the same thing and they all get the same idea, bro? I think it's
psychopath.
You know what I mean, though?
But Ed Gein was his was weird because like he was trying to pretty much, because he was taking care of his mom as she was dying.
yeah.
And then when she died, like he kind of just had to have that feeling again, pretty much of like
Yeah.
taking care of something. So at first he was robbing dead bodies.
I remember that. Yeah, he was
And
a
then,
grave robber.
and then he realized like, oh, the skin is too like fragile. Like it's better to have like fresh skin to
Yeah.
do this
So
type
I
of
need
stuff.
a fresh
so
body.
that's when he started like killing people and shit like that. Yeah, but his is like more of like a need to like, you know what
Yeah.
I mean, to do like weird shit like that. Like it has something to do with like his
That's
mom
what
and
I
stuff.
mean, yeah,
'Cause
so
he only
he's kind
did
of-
to like women and stuff.
Yeah, he's
too.
like a Jason Voorhees type of
Yeah,
character.
yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Where he's like a big mama's boy type of thing. But versus this lady, bro, she's
Like,
like,
it's crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, she said it was in the sake or in the name of her son.
Yeah, she was super overprotective of her kids. So.
Yeah. Well, mainly him, apparently.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, jeez, man, that's interesting.
Imagine that, though. Like, your
real
neighbor
shit. Boils you down and freaking turns you into soap, bro. Don't use it, bro. If my neighbor
can't be good for your skin.
No, I'm just being real, bro. If I would damn near know. Like, if let's say like your neighbor chopped you up and boiled you down into soap, and they're just like, "Hey, random guy," and I'm like walking through, by your neighborhood, this guy selling soap on the side of the road.
Making my own soaps here.
I'm like, yeah, that's it. Bro shows it to me. He shows it to me. I'm just gonna look at it, bro, and I see like your soul in it, nigga. You're screaming.
Yeah, I don't trust it. I remember one time my mom gave me like one of her coworkers was making soaps. And she gave me a bar of soap, and it was just a black bar. And I was like,
you know that's I think that's what is it, charcoal soap or
yeah, something like that.
Black soap. That's actually really good for you.
It was weird though. I didn't want to use it.
No, that's actually really good for you though.
I didn't know what it was though.
No, I feel like that's smart though.
It left like black, like you know what I mean. Like it just looked weird, like You know what I mean? I was like, I don't know if and it didn't even smell that good too. So
yeah, I'm already know. It doesn't really have too much of a strong scent.
Yeah.
but that's actually really good for you though. Which is crazy. It's good for your skin.
I ended up throwing it away.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't use it.
Damn, nigga.
I think I used it like a couple times.
Yeah.
And it just sat in my shower for how long, and then eventually I just tossed it.
Yeah, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Your mama's cooking. She already knew she was on.
Maybe she was helping me for this.
She definitely
This is a while ago too, and I was kind of like, I don't want to.
Were you young or?
I was probably like 14.
Oh yeah. You should have known better, bro.
Like when people make their own stuff, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh wait, she made it. You said the lady made it herself?
Yeah, my mom said she got it from her coworker. And her coworker made it herself.
Oh, okay. At first, I thought you said the lady got it from somewhere.
No.
Okay.
My mom got it from her coworker, and her coworker said she made it herself. And I was kind of like,
oh, that's smart then. That's smart that you said, hell no, I'm cool. I don't know
about this.
Okay, I was going to say, I was thinking, nigga, that sounds like African black soap.
Yeah,
that's just actually really good for you.
I think it was something like that, but it's like, probably came
homemade.
from some Mexican lady or something like that. So I don't trust them.
Yeah, I feel it. You're stupid. But dang, dude, I don't know. Whenever I hear these type of stories, it just makes you think about so many things that go unsolved in the world too. Of like, damn, this motherfucker went and chopped his kids up, whatever with the whoop, and then he just vanished, or whatever, and he did something crazy, like he made dinner out of them and ate it, and then he just left the plate there with like his kid's rib cage on the table. It's like, you know what I mean? And then he just never got caught. Like, those stories are always sick to me, bro. But like, oh, girl got caught up, I guess.
They got her ass. They got her ass. But those stories are crazy. Like, there's this one story about this. I don't know if I told this a long time ago on Spotify or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably look back and find it. Where this dude like murdered his whole entire family. They were in the house for like days, bro, weeks,
just
rotting in there. And he had like the radio on hella loud, and then people ended up coming in.
Oh yeah,
and they just seen the bodies.
There's
were all
a video
lined up.
of it.
Is there a video of this?
There's a video of it.
Crazy.
And is he playing like loud like church music or
yes,
something like that?
Yes.
Bro, there's a whole video of it online.
Seen the video, but that's
it's
crazy.
Insane. It's like on body cam. I think like the police go in there and you just hear them saying like, "Hey, is anybody in here?" or whatever with the whoop, and all you hear is like some preacher or like this music going super loud, bro.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know if he was home. I think he left.
I think he had left too.
Yeah, and then they go in there and they just see like all his family is just,
they're all like lined up perfectly, like on the floor.
Yeah, bro. I heard about this actually.
Yes,
I think you told me that actually a long time ago too.
Yeah. See, stories like that are so insane, bro.
I'm already knowing. Like, what were you thinking?
How do you even do, like?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I'm very I get why they take these guys' brains and they study them, because your brain has to be wired differently to be able to do something like that. Like boil someone's body into soaps, or shooting your whole family on a random morning. Like, there's got to be something wrong with your brain that's not like normal people.
No, 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
No, that's why I said, I think it's like a what call thing, bro. Like a
mental disorder for sure.
Yeah.
Like some type of disability in your brain that just makes you want to hurt people, and like you. It's
not even just that. It's like you're going to the next level of it. You're freaking like
cooking people and chopping people up into pieces.
Bro. There's something else in there, bro. Like, that's why whenever people just kind of go like, they just rule it off as, oh, this guy just snapped one day or whatever. It's like, nah, bro.
That's always been.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think it was a thing of like it was bubbling up and it always was in him. It wasn't like, oh, his wife divorced him, so he decided to kill his freaking family.
Yeah.
Like, because bro, it's like, dude, if my girl decided tomorrow, like, hey, I don't want to be with you anymore, am I going to go and kill my whole family?
Yeah, that's crazy. Or her family?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
There's something already wrong with you, bro, that you go from 0 to 100.
That's already like a thought process for you. Like, all right, fuck, I'm going to just go kill her whole family.
Yeah, you already contemplated it. You had to have, bro.
At one point.
Like, if she leaves me, I'm gonna kill everyone.
Yeah, that's insane.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. And then it's like the whole, like, you know, the whole argument is like, are you born evil or do you become evil?
Yeah. What do you think?
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think it's weird. I think it's different for everybody. I think there might be some people who are just born. Just bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're born and they already have weird, not like, you know, they're 1 year old thinking about like Stewie Griffin or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But like once they become like, they gain consciousness,
5, 6,
they start thinking about bad shit. Like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna pull this girl's hair in my class. Or I'm gonna do, you know what I mean? I'm gonna do
like, I'm gonna, you know, we're like cutting these things in class and I try to like cut a kid's finger.
Yeah.
It's like, why did you think that was funny?
But I do think
there is a lot of kids that are like that though, bro, where they're kind of like, cause I'm not even gonna cat, bro. I remember I had this kid. I'm not even gonna say bro's name, but he's this little kid, bro. He had a full mouth of silver teeth when I was in first grade.
Hell yeah.
He was terrible, dude. Like, I remember, and I'm pretty sure now he has to be a serial killer or like a murderer or something.
Something in jail.
Or in jail, bro.
Yeah.
This kid, I remember, and that's why I even kind of came up with the idea of what I was just saying. I remember we were all doing these, you know how when you were younger, you would do turkeys with your hand? Like, they'll make you like kind of put your hand in paint and then do the little turkey.
Yeah.
We were cutting out the hand on the page, bro. He thought it was funny that, and he didn't do it to a student. He tried to do it to my teacher. I remember this, bro. RIP my teacher, bro. This is my first grade teacher. She was sitting there and she was showing him and she was like, look how I'm cutting it. He asked her. I remember this like it was yesterday.
Like, can I try?
Exactly. He said, can I try? He starts cutting around the page on her finger, bro. And I'm not even kidding. I remember that's what kind of made me not like blood. He goes and he snips like the top of her finger. Instantly, her finger starts leaking on the page. All the kids started like, we were all like crying, whatever we were doing. I was just spooked.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm pretty sure I was crying too, but I was just like, whoa, bro. And I was just talking about this type of stuff with my mom the other day about like just crazy stuff when we were kids.
He wasn't.
Bro, he was laughing. This little boy was laughing, bro. My teacher literally said, she said, we're gonna call your parents, yada yada yada, woo doo. He didn't care. He was laughing.
See, yeah, that's some.
Bro, the tip of her finger chopped like the top skin.
Yeah, no, that's
started leaking like crazy.
Like I had a kid that I went to elementary school with, and like, just looking at his eyes, it looked like he had no color in it.
He had no soul.
Like, it was just all like black.
Yeah.
And he had like crazy like brow bones. Yeah. So like it casted like a shadow over his eyes. And I always
had a kid like that.
And I always just thought like, bro, this kid is crazy. And he would do like, he would make things like, he would get like mechanical pencils and lead pencils and make like little guns out of him. Like, I don't know how he did it.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Like he would empty it out. And you'd put stuff. So like when he shoots, like when he presses
it would kick to it.
It would like launch out. And I was like, bro, this dude is crazy.
Yeah.
And he would like stab himself with pencils. Like,
I was gonna say,
he was showing me like
too,
like he had hella like pieces of lead inside his hand. I'm
like, I knew kids like that too. They always thought it was cool. Like this kid would like, he would do it at an angle so it can get stuck in his skin.
Yeah.
And he would just show me.
Yeah, he would do that. He would get like the thumbtacks and put them in all his fingers and then show them to me.
Yeah, bro, that's what I mean.
And I always just knew like,
it's like, what is up with you, bro?
That
like,
kid is.
There's something awful with you.
As a kid, I always just assumed like, okay, that kid's a little weird.
That's what I would always just label it as. Yeah.
But like as I like now that I'm older, I look back on a kid.
Bro, that's a little bit of psychosis.
He for sure like did some crazy shit.
Oh yeah,
unless he cleaned his life up and you know what I mean,
went to church and yada yada. Yeah,
got some fucking what I mean, put his mechanical brain set into something
productive,
useful, you know what I'm saying, and became like a mechanic or something like that. I hope he did something like that. I don't know. I've never seen Brett in years. You know what I'm saying? So like,
yeah, but that's weird.
Yeah, who knows, bro?
So I kind of think that too, where it's like, even though I feel like
I feel like you always have it in you.
Yeah.
Even like I'd be watching Criminal Minds and shit like that, and then shout out Agent Hotchner. He was like, I believe we all have the ability to do fucked up shit, pretty much. Yeah, do evil, pretty much. But some people are just more inclined to lean onto that side
than the good.
Than a regular person would even like, you know what I mean? It's still in the back of their mind for reals.
Yeah.
But they're like, that's such a far thought. I'm never even gonna think about.
Yeah, I'm already knowing.
Like
yeah, I feel like it's like it depends on what the situation is where it will come out. Because I think, like you said, I think evil does exist in all of us. Like we all have the duality, the yin and yang type of thing in all of our, our soul or whatever. And I think it's for normal people. It just depends on how far you get pushed.
Yeah,
I think it's like not even like, oh, I got bullied to the next level, so now I'm gonna kill this guy. I think that's kind of a little bit softer.
Like someone got hurt or
that's
something
what I mean.
That.
Like somebody does something to your mom, or somebody goes and does something to your sibling or your friend
or to you or something.
To you, yeah. And you're like, bro, I need my get back type of thing. You know what I mean? Because I think revenge is a freaking like crazy tool. You know what I mean? Revenge is so interesting to me. It's like it's eye for an eye type of thing.
It's also the best dish served cold.
There it is. I knew you was gonna say it. I was gonna say it, but you already got it. But real shit, it's like that's just one of those things. It's like revenge, you know. It's such an interesting tool to use. And we've been using it since freaking caveman times.
Yeah.
Somebody went and bashed your wife's head in with a rock. Guess what you're gonna do to him?
Oh God.
And his wife.
Yeah.
You're gonna bash both their heads in with a rock and then eat their son.
I think there's just certain
These guys
things.
are crazy.
Yeah, I think there's certain things that just humans are just built with it. I think revenge is one of those things.
Revenge is one of those things that's old as like time.
Because even as a kid, you know, you're playing on the playground or you know you're at school. A kid comes and takes your toy or pushes you and walks away.
Yeah.
You're gonna think like, I gotta do something back to him.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what most kids think. Like that's what I would think as a kid.
I always thought that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you take my Spider-Man toy, like I'm tripping off you.
Yeah, that's interesting that kids even knew a form
I want to throw some dirt in your eyes.
No.
You like that? That was good. That was good.
That was good as heck. Bro, Mike, bro, that was good. That's a hella funny, bro. Jeez, bro. For y'all that know, you know.
Yeah, God.
That was hilarious. But nah, like I'm saying, it's so interesting how as kids we had like a form of justice. Like we knew, okay, this is not right what he just did to me. I was playing with his toy already and he didn't ask.
Yeah.
He just took it out of my hand. So it's like, okay, bro. Now next time I see you playing with a toy, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to take it out of your hand. Are you crazy? And it's like we kind of already had that idea since we were younger, you know what I mean? Which is interesting of like getting our get back. But
yeah.
Dude, speaking of get back, this is super interesting. This obsessed fan took tennis too far, bro. This happened in 1993 in Germany, and it was this professional tennis match that was going to happen between these two women that were pretty much like basically the best in the world. And it was this one girl named Monica Seles. She was going against this girl named Steffi Graf. As the match started, the girl Steffi was winning for a while, and everybody was thinking like, damn, okay, so she's going to, you know, end up still winning because she was basically the best tennis player in the world at the time. So Monica starts getting the upper hand on her, and eventually she ends up beating this girl Steffi during the match, and she becomes the #1 best tennis player on earth. People are juiced for her, whatever, all these other things. I think towards the end of the match, this obsessed fan of Steffi, so he's basically an opposition of Monica, he ends up being so enraged because he's like, bro, this is so unfair. You know, like Steffi's supposed to still be the best in the world. What the hell is even going on? This guy, in the middle of the match, he ends up running into the tennis court, and he takes out a 9-inch knife, and he goes and he stabs this girl straight through her back.
After she won?
Pretty much after she won, yeah. He stabs her straight through her back, and it's in front of all these people, so the whole audience and everybody like, start jumping out, trying to like grab this dude. So people end up apprehending this guy. They stop him. Police end up taking bro in, and they're asking him like, why did you even stab this girl? And she's like in full shock at the point. Like, she's on the floor. She's just bleeding out, things like that.
She dies.
They ask him, why did you do this? He pretty much says, I did it so I can get Monica off of the place of first, and Steffi can go back to reigning supreme.
Wow.
And he was that obsessed with this tennis player that he just wanted her to stay #1, that he decided to basically try to kill this other girl.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then, so the whole media at the time are like in a frenzy. Like, dude, this is super insane.
This is all on camera.
This is all on camera, yes. And I'm pretty sure you can freaking see the video on YouTube. If
you look for it.
Yeah. And everybody's losing their minds about it. They're just like, how did he even get access to go on the court and yada, yada. People are hella pissed. The girl Monica ends up not playing tennis for like 2 whole years because she was like, bro, I cannot do this. Because she ended up surviving it. The stab to the back, yeah, bro. I'm telling you, freaking
with a 9-inch knife,
huge knife, yeah, bro. Because I guess he missed like all the vitals and things like that.
What are the odds?
What are the odds for real? She took like 2 years off. She ends up returning again in 1995, but pretty much she was never the same tennis player again because of the damages that bro did.
For sure.
And bro, and even just the psychological trauma that she had afterwards, like she was just terrified, bro. Like I'd never want to really do this again.
How do you even get into a sports stadium or whatever with a 9-inch knife?
That's what I'm trying to say, bro. I don't even know. I mean, dude, it was like the early
1990s.
Yeah. So maybe it was like different.
I mean, but still, it's like, was there no security?
Yeah. I don't think they had like, maybe not like.
I feel like for tennis, maybe it's not too like they don't even think about something like that will happen in tennis.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think it's one of those. It's like you're not gonna go and have metal detectors at
like
a bowling match
for like football and soccer.
Those type of big ones, they're gonna do it. Basketball, you feel me? They're gonna do it for those. But I feel like tennis, bowling, freaking volleyball. volleyball, any of these type of
Yeah,
things.
they would never expect like our fans are more civilized than those other sporting
those
events.
Animals over there. Yeah. But basically they took him in at the time, and when they were investigating the whole reason why he really did this, they ended up being like, okay, so it really was just this. They thought maybe he had another motive or whatever. It was just for the game. It was just his love for this other. He was obsessed with her, bro. This tennis player Steffi didn't give him any jail time, and the guy pretty much just went to the loony bin.
What?
No bullshit. And bro, all of the media was super pissed. Whole sports world was in like a whole frenzy, bro, about this shit. Yeah.
Did he ever get out?
He ended up getting out. Yeah, of the loony bin too.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Crazy as hell. And he
now,
never
how do you
spent
stab
a day in jail.
somebody?
Yeah.
And then not get any jail time for it.
Yeah, they just labeled him as crazy. That's pretty much it.
That's insane.
Yeah.
He was crazy, but his ass needs to be in jail.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Throw his crazy ass in jail.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of like, but back in the day, that's kind of what they always did. We always said it like, they'd just be like this. What did he do? He just stabbed for tennis, not basketball.
Yeah, that's the reason why they think it's crazy.
Send his ass in a little bit. And that was it.
Bro, that's insane. Yeah, if I was her, I would have never wanted to play again because, like, what if he comes back?
That's what I was going to say, yeah. You feel what I'm saying? So she never was the same type of player again because of the fear and just her body, bro.
Dude.
Yeah. Super crazy.
Yeah,
Ruined her whole career, bro. She was about to be, literally, she became number one.
Yes, she was number one.
And the saddest part about it is he got his wish.
Man.
Because it basically kept what's her name on top again.
No, for reals.
Steffi.
She was number one for that one moment.
Yeah.
And then he messed up her whole career.
Opportunity, yeah.
That's crazy. Because imagine, like, after that, she probably would have had a crazy run afterwards.
Exactly, because she was hot at that time.
Yeah.
She was doing her thing.
And she just beat the best player in the world.
Exactly.
So she was the best player in the world.
Yes. And he just knocked her off her peg.
Dude, that's so sad, bro.
Yeah.
Like, some people take revenge to, like, the greatest lengths for no reason.
And he didn't. Dude. It's not even your revenge to take.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Like, why are you mad for somebody else?
That's what's so crazy about it. Like, that's what I mean is, like, I never understood it, right? Like, I can understand being passionate about a game, whatever, whoop-de-whoop, but I'm just kind of like, are you kidding me? Oh, my God, they're murdering the Lakers. Oh, and I'm sitting there, I'm sick, right? I can understand that, but I don't understand the niggas that go like this. Like, they're like this, like, right? They're like this. Hey, so you seen the game that's going on Saturday? And niggas like, yeah, nah, we're supposed to be playing the 49ers. We.
I love those guys.
Oh, nigga, so you have fucking a helmet and pads, too.
I love those guys. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna lie to you, bro. We need a better coach.
Oh.
Like, our coach doesn't know what he's doing at all.
Our coach has no fucking idea what he's doing.
But you do.
Bro. But you do, though.
Oh, you're gonna catch the game at Buffalo Wild Wings, though, right?
Yeah,
but
exactly.
you know it better than the coach, huh? Okay, guy.
Yeah, as you're sitting there with your freaking buffalo wings, are you serious, bro? Those guys always piss me off.
Those guys.
And I think it's like those guys, and I'm not trying to, like for all the sports fans out there, bro, I'm a sports fan too, but chill. I'm just saying, I feel like they're like a couple pegs lower.
You're a little too.
I think they're a couple pegs lower than that guy because it's like you're so close of like you think you're there.
Yeah.
Why are you talking about it as if you're one of the fucking starting five?
Yeah, like I don't catch it. Like even like
and like hoop or some shit.
You see like like derby games, and I understand like different parts of America. Take those type of sports way more serious than like we do over here.
Hell
like,
yeah.
If you go to like the Midwest.
Yeah.
Out there.
Yeah.
They take it very serious.
Oh God.
They take football.
Oh, bro,
all that's the basketball. All that stuff super
bro.
serious. So like, you see videos where it's like, the Minnesota Vikings lose or something like that.
Yeah.
And there's a grown man sitting there with a Vikings helmet crying. And I'm like,
dang, dude. Like, you really feel what they're feeling. Like, you feel what the players are feeling.
Yeah.
Like, you was really out there, bro. Like, you put in all the hours at practice. You feel me? You sat there and put in all the time away from your family.
It's crazy.
It's like, bro, you're so dedicated, bro. And there's even some fans where it's like they'll spend their whole life chasing the team. Like, if the team goes to Thailand, they're going to go to Thailand.
Yeah.
If the team goes to freaking whatever, Minnesota to go play, he's going to Minnesota to go watch the game. It's like, bro, you're at every game. You're always freaking there.
Front row, too, every time.
Front row. Like, I remember there was
even season tickets.
Yeah, it was, who was it again? Kevin Garnett. He had a super fan, and the guy, there's this video online that everybody loved. It's like throughout the years.
He's always there.
He's always at his games.
That's crazy.
And even it gets to like, I think it was in the early 20s, like 2020, whatever, like 2020 or 2021 or whatever. He was at the game, and he's like hella older now. And at every game when he was younger, like in the 90s and stuff like that, or the early 2000s, he would take his shirt off and he would always have like, I forgot what it would always say. I don't know if it's
KG on it.
Yeah, it would have KG. It would have KG on it.
Yeah,
and he would start dancing and shit. And then like, everybody would like basically they would end up telling him put his shirt back on, whatever. Yada. And at first it was kind of like annoying to people. And then like now he came, he was like, now that he's older, he was just kind of sitting at the game and, he kind of looked a little bit sad. Oh. And then Kevin Garnett goes and he was like, yes. He points at bruh. And then the guy was like, and he takes his shirt off and he's like, old, and he has it, bro. He has the KG, and he starts dancing and shit like that. And I was like, bro, no way, bro. He was prepared for it. Yeah, and it's just like, it's crazy. Like, those moments are cool, and I know it makes the players feel like, dang, bro, like, we're your whole life.
Yeah, that's why we do it.
Yeah, this is why we do it. Like, we're your whole life, bro. You know what I mean? Versus, like, the fucking situation I just told you.
Yeah.
Where, it's kind of like.
Take it to the extreme.
Yeah. And that's what's so interesting about life is how. It's kind of how you said there's always like the good and evil of things. It's like the good and evil in sports.
Yeah, exactly.
In the sports world, or even just being an entertainer in general. It's like you might have a fan that's like, oh yeah, like I made all of this stuff for you since I was 14 years old, and the person's 30 now. And it's like, really? You've been following me for that long? And they're like, yeah, I've been at every show. I've recorded all these crazy videos of you. I've been doing this, and that. Like I wrote a whole this about you, like a whole book about you and your upbringing and yada yada. And it's like, wow, you did that much research.
And you got like fans that did like
you got
John
fans,
Lennon and stuff.
I was gonna say, yeah, and then you got fans that are saying pretty much the same thing, but it's sinister.
Yeah,
it's like
it's creepy.
Yeah, I wrote a book about you, but it's just in my room yet. I haven't published it though, and I actually have a shrine of you too, Mike.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
I've been following you since you went to John Adams and da 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 da. It's like, dude,
Jesus, how do you even know stuff like that?
Yeah, why do you know the freaking preschool I went to or the middle school I went to? How do you know that? And it's like, yeah, Mike, look, I actually have a scab on my knee too. Right here in the same place you had it when you fell off that bike with your friend Daniel, right? In 4th grade?
Yeah, no, that's either. Yeah, like I feel bad for people who are like so famous where they get fans like that.
Like that. That's terrifying, bro.
Because what do you do?
Yeah.
Because you can't be rude to, bro. Because it's like, if he knows about me getting a scab in 4th grade with my buddy Daniel,
what else does he know?
He knows where I live, the passcode to my gates.
He knows every girl I've ever talked to. He knows every friend I've ever had. Yeah, he knows my freaking social security.
He knows what I'm allergic to.
Exactly.
He knows what, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he knows I hate what is it called? Pistachios. Yeah.
I love pistachios.
Yeah, they're all right. But you know what I'm saying, though? It's like, bro knows all this.
Yeah.
That's super dangerous.
Yeah, see, that's crazy. I think people who are too like public with their lives, it could get dangerous because like you never know who's on the other end that's like, watching what you're putting out there.
Yeah.
It's like, people who do like I know reality TV is hella fake, but like I feel like the people who do like vlogs and all this stuff.
Yeah,
like,
bro, that's super dangerous. Real. That's super dangerous. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you.
You're like, yeah, like, here's a house tour.
Yeah, it's like, whoa, dude, you're showing him a lot of things that bro can just be like, hold on, let me pause right there.
Yeah.
Pause at 13, 14.
There's a little hole in the fence in the backyard.
Yeah, and it's like, hold on, bro. Or the minute you leave your front house, like the your front door, bro sees your street sign by accident, and it was super quick, but bro goes and slows it down to freaking 0.5 or whatever. You know what I mean?
All that shit.
Yeah, it's like, dude.
Yeah, see, stuff like that is scary, bro, because like you never know how obsessive people get over things and how. Even you say, like, for some reason they want to take some weird revenge out on you. Even if you don't even know why. It's like, you might have not responded to Brez's comment or something.
Yeah,
or replied to his DM.
Yeah, shit like
and now
that
he's like...
It's hella personal.
Yeah, now he takes it personal. Like, okay, so you don't want to talk to me.
Oh, so you hate me now.
Yeah.
You responded to me 2 months ago. Oh, so now we're not friends no more.
Yeah. See, I feel like people get obsessive over
we were never friends, dog.
Yeah, bro. I feel like people don't understand there's a line between, like... Okay, you're a viewer of mine or whatever. You watch mine, and then we're friends.
Yeah, like we're actually friends. We're like we hang out and like we'll go and get like freaking drinks.
Even if we talk online a lot, it's like we are friends if we talk online a lot. You know what I'm saying? Or it's like compared to this dude, where it's like, bro, like every once in a while, maybe I reply to your DM or something, but that doesn't make us buddies.
Yeah. Hey guys, don't listen to Mike, bro. All you guys are friends.
Yeah, we're all buddies.
Yeah, we're all buddies here, right?
Yeah. I feel like we're all friends.
But not too far, though.
Yeah, I talk to a lot of people in my DM sometimes, you know what I mean? We'll communicate every now and then, but it's not like I'm sitting there asking them about their lives, or they're even asking me about, like, my life. They'll just tell me, like, yo, like, what do you do? Like, when are you going to do this on the pod? And I'm like, oh, that's just coming soon. You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
you know
solid.
What I mean?
That's solid.
But, like, yeah, I don't understand where people would, like... And I think it's different because, like, we have a barrier kind of where it's like we don't talk too much about our personal lives.
Yeah, oh God.
And we don't even post a lot on our personal Instagrams to begin with.
Yeah.
But there are people who post
all
every
the time.
day.
I'm talking about they posting it right where their house is at, in the front of their house.
Yeah.
Just got a new mansion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, bro, now we know, bro, you live on Melrose.
Yeah.
Now we know that you do this, and that, bro. We know where you like to go eat. We know all your spots.
Yeah,
it's like,
bro, I love coming to this chicken and waffle spot every Thursdays at 4:00 p.m.
Crazy, dog.
I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You sure you would tell people that?
Oh,
You
me.
low-key got a lot of people watching your stuff.
Oh, me.
A lot of people probably don't like you.
Yeah, that's what's crazy, too. So I don't know, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
Yeah.
But dude, speaking of revenge, bro, I gotta show you this crazy ass video, but I'm gonna just give you a little bit context before the video because, dude, this video is crazy. This happened in 2015 in Virginia, and it's about this news crew who are doing this interview with this lady. It's like some 25th anniversary for some lake or whatever.
Yeah.
They're talking to this lady. Everything is cool. Yeah, it seems like a normal interview. The interview's like at 6 in the morning. You know, when you like wake up in the morning, they have you know, like the Good Day America, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like one of those. They're just interviewing this old lady, and then randomly, while the interview's happening, you hear 8 shots go off.
Is the camera still on them?
The camera is like a little shaky.
Yeah.
And the camera falls.
Really?
Yes. The interviewer, cameraman were both shot and killed. And the girl they were interviewing got injured.
Yeah.
Like crazy. The thing is, there's video footage of the shooter.
Really?
He was recording himself while he was doing it.
So he records himself busting?
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yes. And the reason why the shooter used to work at the news station.
Studio?
And he was fired a couple months before for some stupid shit that he had did. And he took it upon himself to go, while they were live, to go and kill them.
So that was a part of his plan. Like, I'm going to get y'all alive when y'all are shooting.
Yes, bro.
Dude.
And the video, I'm going to show you the video of the shooter.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
So he was shooting while they were shooting?
Yes. Look, bro, this video's only like 30 seconds long, but bro, watch. The video I'm about to show you is crazy because, dude, the people who are interviewing this lady are so locked in. Like, I don't know how they didn't realize this dude is standing right next to them with the gun.
Oh, so he's...
Just watch. Just look. You don't see him. So the way they found out who he was, when the camera falls,
yeah,
the cameraman, when he falls over,
yeah,
it shows him a little bit in the camera on the actual news station.
Yeah.
So then they were able to tell the police like who he is. They ended up like
and
chasing.
The police found him through this little sliver of the video
of footage.
Wow.
They ended up chasing him down, and then the dude ended up killing himself while the police were chasing him.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me see, bro. This is freaking crazy.
But this is the guy's perspective.
Yeah,
of him
his own film.
Pointing the gun. Yeah, they ended up finding his phone and ended up finding like this camera footage and stuff like that.
Wow.
Look, or I don't know if he uploaded this like right after he did it.
Yeah.
I'm playing with no audio. So look, see they're interviewing the lady.
Yeah.
And look, he walks up. And he's just standing there for hella long. And they don't even realize he's there.
This is real.
This is real. This happened in 2015 live.
Whoa, dude. Okay, I gotta know, bro. Do they show it in this video?
Not in this video. There's
footage from
there's a long version of the video where it does show him popping them.
Really?
Yes.
Bro.
And you could, I didn't want to go and find it. That's just hella sad, but you could go and find the video. I'm pretty sure the video is somewhere out there in the world.
Wow.
You can find that video if you want to. You can even find the video of the news when they get shot.
Yeah, I was going to say from their perspective.
Yeah, they said in total 15 shots were fired, yeah.
Wow, bro. I'm not even kidding. That looks super
crazy,
freaking weird, bro.
Like, happened in 2015.
They're so unaware. That's how you know they're locked in.
They're so locked in on the interview.
What were they even? I wonder what they were talking about.
It was like some 25th anniversary for like this like lake or
lake?
something like that. I forgot what it, but they were doing like an event or something like that, and they were talking to the lady about it.
Yeah, bro. And they were so focused,
bro.
That's weird as hell.
That's so crazy how close he was to them.
That's
and just pointing the gun like this.
They're like up to her shoulder.
I swear to God, bro. I do not know how even the lady who's they're interviewing doesn't see him.
That's what I'm saying. Like I would have had, bro. I'm not even kidding. Like I have so much perception.
I would have noticed,
bro. Instantly while I'm talking to somebody about, yeah, you know, the lake's been here for it's been about 25 years, or you know, whatever the case may be. Yeah, we actually had a lot of animals in there recently.
That just walks up.
I'm gonna start looking from the side of my eye. Y'all, I'm just gonna tell them damn near like, bro, I don't know if y'all want to keep recording, bro, but there's some guy who's like, I don't know if he's playing a prank or something, but he has a gun. That's just me though. Or honest to God, my real reaction is I'm taking off.
Yeah, for real, I'm just running.
Instantly, I'm gonna start running, bro. I'm just being real. I'm gonna let him handle whatever vendetta he got.
How do you even? That's what when I was watching this video, I was like, how do none of them
notice?
Like I ain't gonna lie, the cameraman makes sense that he didn't notice because he has this big ass camera here and he's also looking through the thing. So I'll give bro a pass, but the lady the reporter and the lady that's being interviewed
Super crazy.
How do you not realize there's a guy right there with a gun?
Their perception is terrible, bro.
I swear to God.
Like, so you said 2 of them died, right?
Yeah, the cameraman and the reporter died.
Oh, yeah.
So the people who work for the news. And then the
so
lady.
he made sure he got them.
Yeah, and the lady who was being interviewed did get shot, but she ended up surviving.
Wow, bro. She looks kind of old, too.
Yeah. I'm surprised she didn't die.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Wow,
Honestly.
bro. See, that's what I be talking about. Of revenge is just such an interesting tool where it's like you think you were wronged, but it's like we don't even know what this guy did. You know what I mean? That's what's interesting.
They just said he was fired from the news station like a couple months before or something like that.
Yeah. See, that's what I mean. I would wonder. I wonder what he did. I mean, I'll probably look into that later or something.
I ain't gonna lie, but even if you got fired for some bullshit, it's like,
Yeah.
why do you have to go and kill this
Nah,
random
100%,
cameraman or
100%.
reporter? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah, but you know what I mean though. It's like because sometimes when we hear revenge, it's kind of like, oh, okay, that kind of makes sense. Why this guy crashed out like that and decided to freaking burn somebody's house down?
Yeah, I get
you know what I mean. It's versus, you got fired from a job.
Yeah, because you was stealing from the break room. Or something.
It's
like,
you know what I mean, or you're like harassing people on the job or whatever. It's like, I don't know, bro. Some people are really, and I don't want to say it like it's this simple, but like kind of sore losers.
No, for reals.
It's like, bro, take the L, dude. You lost your job, bro. I'm not saying it's that easy. And it's just like, oh, hey, man, just go get another job. But, dude, just go get another fucking job.
Not for reals.
Like,
you already had a job at a news station. Go get a job at another news station.
Exactly, bro. You're already qualified enough to get a job at a news station, dog.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you can.
Now you ruin your whole life, and then he ends up, taking his own life. And so it's like these people never really got justice for reals.
Yeah, I was even gonna ask. I wonder if he was like the cameraman. Was he like a reporter too?
I don't even know what he was.
You know
honestly,
what I mean?
I was looking through it.
They don't really specify.
They just said he was fired from that news station a couple months before or whatever.
Dude, you know what's interesting to me too is the guys that are like this, because I'm imagining, and I'm not trying to make light of the situation. I'm just imagining he was sitting there behind the camera, just like to the freaking, the cameraman. He's like, "You took my fucking life." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, geez,
I'm supposed to be cameraman.
Yeah, bro. It's like that's interesting to me too. Like even the guys that do that in relationships too, bro, where it don't even got to just be the job, where it'll be like I'm not even kidding. This is not even my story that I'm about to tell you, but it's like I think I showed you this video too.
Where the dude kills the guy, the girl was boyfriend.
How did you know I was even gonna say that, bro? You already got the synergy with me, Mike. We right there.
Yeah, I already know
That's what I'm talking about. Literally, that was super dark. It was like
kills the girl's boyfriend and then kills himself in front of her.
Yeah. He like makes it like he taps her shoulder and she turns around because she's sitting there on the guy.
Yeah,
that probably destroyed his brain too. Is that she didn't just go to him and be like, okay, I get it. Like, she instantly goes and lays with the guy's dead body.
Yeah. Her current boyfriend.
Yeah. And then the guy is like, you see him scratching his head with the gun.
Yeah, no, he was really pacing
around.
And stuff,
And then he like taps her. She turns around and he takes his hat off. I don't know why he had respect. And he freaking like throws his hat and then just goes, blah.
Yeah,
and she, bro, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Her mind was warped after some shit like that.
For sure.
Your ex-boyfriend killed your current boyfriend and then killed himself.
That's insane, bro.
I'm like, bro.
That's trauma to the next level.
You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm just keeping it real. Look, bro. Look, even if I love, a girl, whatever, with you know what I mean? I love my girl, dog. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth, bro. Take her.
Yeah,
dude, I'm like, bro, I'm just being honest. If she want to be with me hella bad or whatever, and I love her, yada, yada, and this guy's that crazy enough to freaking pull a gun or whatever, bro.
Bro, take her, bro.
Take her. Or out of the two of us, bro, you better get her.
You're wallet.
I'm just being real. Look, this has nothing to do with me. I didn't know you had this baggage.
Yeah.
You just threw me in this.
I got to, if I'm in that situation where it's like, my girlfriend has a crazy ex-boyfriend who's like scratching her car.
I'm like, why didn't you tell me this?
I'm gonna be like, bro, I don't want to deal with this.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want any part of this.
Yeah, I don't.
I just wanted to date a girl who looked good. That's it.
Yeah.
I didn't ask for all this extra craziness where this guy's gonna try to hunt me down and shoot me in a freaking bodega.
Like I'm Scott Pilgrim.
Exactly.
Or
where I gotta battle 7 evil exes. I'm cool, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's not what I signed up for.
That's crazy to me.
I just signed up for some poo-tang.
Yeah.
That's it. I didn't sign up for any extra.
Look, if you're not fighting any of my crazy exes, I ain't gotta fight none of yours.
Thank you, bro.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm like, bro, you better go to work. Fighting all my exes.
I honestly don't know how people I don't know, bro. How do you bro, just cut them off.
That's what I mean.
Like, how is he still getting contact into your life?
Yeah,
or how is she still, you know what I mean? Like,
no, but that's a lot of people's problem, bro. They'll allow the access a little bit.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you're not going to block them. You're not going to
following them. You know what I mean?
Not even just that. It'll just be like, you still allow this person access where they'll DM you all the time or they'll message you all the time. Why is his number not blocked? Why is her number not blocked? Why is this person still able to freaking comment on your photos or whatever the case may be? Block the motherfucker if it's that annoying.
Especially if they're that crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I understand some people, like, maybe they just don't know how to deal with stuff like that, where it's like, this dude is just insane, bro. Like, I can't do anything about him. But it's like, bro, at that point, bro, like,
just freaking let
call
it
the
be.
police.
Yeah.
Get a restraining order on, bro. If he's doing weird shit like that, where he's fucking, harassing you to that point where you, that video showed me, there's no way that was the first time he did some shit like that.
Nope. He did it too casual.
He was for sure DMing her, harassing her, probably talking shit to bruh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you could see the two guys were like kind of arguing for a minute.
Yeah.
So, bro,
so
other bros probably telling him,
like, bro, what the fuck
dude,
you
what are
doing
you doing here, bro? We already told you to leave her alone, bro. Like, what are you doing? And then the guy was probably like, dude, I'm not going nowhere.
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah, no, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, dog. I don't know. It's just freaking weird. And just the fact of these guys need to get their, like, get back, even though it's not yours anymore. You know what I mean? But, hey, speaking of even get back or revenge, these boys did the strangest thing to their teacher for something so stupid. This happened in 2021 in Iowa, and it was this teacher who was a high school teacher at the time, and bro, she was like beloved by a bunch of people through the school, her family. Everybody said this was like the sweetest lady they've ever met, and she was apparently like a really good teacher, and I think they said she even used to be a pilot back in the day too. So this lady was like, she had a lot of accolades.
Yeah.
So she was like really respected, things like that. She always tried to get like some form of exercise because she was like a little bit older. So she would always take like these evening walks around like 4 p.m. or something like that. So this one day she goes out to do one of her usual walks that she always does. She doesn't come back home. So her family and everybody's like, that is not like her at all. Like, she always lets us know, even if she's going to just go to the store or something like that. She doesn't do stuff like this. So then her family's super worried. They end up contacting police, pretty much being like, what happened to our, our mom or wife, whatever the case may be. Police are like, all right, we're on it. We're going to go and look and see what we can find. They don't even have to look because the very next day, somebody that happened to be on the street ends up reporting seeing a dead body on the side of like the road or something. So the police are like, what the hell? They go over there. They're like, damn, they're hoping like, hopefully it's not this lady. They end up going over there and there's this body that it's in like a wheelbarrow with a tarp over it. It's the lady's corpse in there. This old lady. Yeah. So hella people in the community are super sad. Like, what the hell even happened? Why would this happen to her? And police are trying to figure out who would have beef with this lady, right? So they end up pretty much going through this whole investigation trying to find out what happened. They're asking around. They're even asking like her students. They're asking her family. They're asking everybody around. Like, did you guys see anybody that was like, strange around her? Any like situations with her where somebody could have been like angry at her to the next level or anything? All of these students in the class, they're the ones who pretty much ended up cracking this case because they go and say, these two boys in our class, the last thing we seen was they had an issue with her. Apparently, I guess they stayed after class. These two dudes, they were arguing with her about a grade, and it was one of them. And pretty much it was like one of the homies was just kind of with him.
Yeah.
One of them were like super mad about this grade that he got, and he was pretty much saying like, this is super unfair. Like, it's going to mess up my GPA. And she was like, well, I don't know what to tell you. This is the grade that you deserve. And bro was like, nah, bro, I don't like this. So I guess one day when she decided to go for this walk, these guys were stalking her. They pretty much stalked her until like after school.
Damn.
So they followed her. She was on her walk, and then they ended up jumping out on her, and they smacked her in the back of her head full speed with a baseball bat.
Whoa.
Yeah, and then they beat her to death with this baseball bat, and they did a bunch of other weird stuff to her body. They ended up taking her car, and I don't know if they threw her body in the car, but I think they moved her body to a different location that was kind of around that same area. They take her car, and they just cut out. So at the time, the cops are pretty much like, okay, we're pretty sure it's more than likely these two boys because, they see like the blunt force trauma in her head and things like that. They're like, okay, this was definitely from like a bat. And I think one of the boys played baseball.
Oh, wow.
So it was like, okay, it kind of already matches up. They were arguing with her about this grade or whatever, and they were super pissed.
That's crazy.
And the police end up bringing both of these boys in, and they're interrogating them. And then as they're doing that, there were like some of these other police officers that are going through these boys' Snapchats. So for anybody that got Snapchat, bro, you're cooked if you said anything crazy on her. Like, did anything illegal on Snapchat?
They can look through it.
Bro, they can look through. You think that stuff really
My
disappears?
memories and stuff?
Not even just your memories. If you got any messages that disappear after the 24 hours,
It's still there.
It's still there.
Yeah, for sure.
So the police go on their Snapchats. They end up looking through their messages, and they pretty much see a full-blown plan that these guys had where they're like, yeah, bro, like, we got to get her, and she's going to pay for this grade that she gave me and all this other stuff. They took it to the next level for a grade.
Over a grade is
That's
crazy.
what I'm saying. Yeah, it's like, dude, just get extra credit or something,
for real.
bro, or whatever.
Go to summer school.
That's what I'm saying. But, yeah, so it was like a bunch of these tools that they used to kill this lady.
Yeah, so it wasn't just a baseball bat they used. They used
something else. Yeah, it was a few other things, and they found all of it, the whole list of things that these guys were like had and how they planned it. They knew when she was going for her walk and all of that. So they were like, dude, it was you guys. And pretty much they ended up arresting these boys, and they got tried as adults. So they're going to jail pretty much forever. Yeah, they're going to jail forever.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, what year did this happen?
2021.
Damn.
Super recent.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy as hell. Why would you even do this?
Like, bro, and first of all, like, you guys just came back from the COVID shit?
That's what I
the
mean.
Lockdown,
Yeah.
And you're already like,
You feel what I'm saying?
nah,
Super
that's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That's insane.
But yeah, nah, I don't know, bro. Super interesting. When I heard this, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? You feel me?
So weird, bro. That you would go that far just for a bad grade. Like, how bad is your grade for reals? That,
Yeah,
like,
I think bro had like a friggin' D or something.
oh
like
my
that,
god! And
bro.
the fact that his friend went along with him is stupid too.
That's
like,
what I
bruh,
mean. Yeah,
that ain't got nothing to do with you for
Fucking
reals. You
Dumb
probably passed
and
the
Dumber.
class.
Literally Dumb and Dumber, bro. It's like some blonde kid and some fucking
Oh
brunette
my
little nigga.
god!
Yeah,
Ew,
crazy.
that's really Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah,
for
literally.
us.
Yeah, I'm not even kidding. Crazy. He just went along with it, and it's like, I wonder if the other kid's grade was good. So it's like, you pretty much, I think the other kid's grade was even cool. Now that I'm really thinking about it, it's like, you went and did that for what reason? You feel what I'm saying? Like, your grade was probably cool, and then I just go and do it with you. Like, let's say your girlfriend goes and destroys your car, and then I go, and you're like, you know, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I gotta go and, like, slash my girl's tires. And I'm like, nigga's good, bro. And I go and slash my girl's tires, too.
Like, for what?
Doesn't make any freaking
What'd your
sense.
girl do?
That's what I mean. It don't make no sense. We're in a good we're in a cool relationship.
See, those are the type of friends where it's like when their parents like, if your friend jumps off a bridge, would you? They're like, yeah.
Yeah, I would actually. Dude, I'm not even kidding, Mike. I have to just say this real quick. This is gonna be fast, bro. That you can tell your story. I don't even know if this is real, but this video went crazy viral, and it's crazy.
You sent this to me on Instagram.
Yes, it was a video of these two girls are standing, and at first I was like, what is that? They're standing on a bridge, and it's like on the top of this motherfucker. Both of the girls are talking, and they're basically saying like, are you ready? Are you ready? And they were on live, and they hold hands,
And they jump off.
and both of them jump off the bridge, bro.
No,
and
that was
you just see
crazy.
them, they just plummet.
No, like when you watch the video, you see the girl in the background, hella
She's
looking,
a little bit like nervous, bro.
she's
You
like
can tell.
hella looking like at the scenery,
Yeah.
like kind of taking it all in.
Yeah, like, wow,
and
this is
then
my
the other
last
girl
time.
kind of like snaps her out of it, like,
Yeah,
come
like,
on,
come on, let's get it, bro. What are we talking
that's
about?
crazy, bro.
Is that not insane?
That's crazy, dude.
You feel me? Like that's literally what we're talking about. Of it, like it's that saying that you just said.
Going the lengths for your friends, bro. Like
You know what I mean?
going too overboard for it.
Yeah.
Where it's like, dude,
You're just like if you're gonna jump off a bridge, I'm gonna do it too.
Like if your friend jumps off the
Literally.
bridge, would you?
Yeah,
those
literally.
girls literally did
They
that.
did the line that all of our parents
Nah,
say.
that video is crazy, bro.
You know what I mean?
I don't know if you want to put that video up, but that video is very
No,
haunting. I don't know if
definitely.
you even can for those.
Yeah, I think so because it doesn't really.
It don't really show
nothing,
anything, but
we
you
know
see the implications of
Yeah.
what happens. Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
Nah, yeah. See, that's insane, dude.
Crazy as hell.
Nah, that's crazy, bro. But yo, I wanted to tell you this crazy thing that I seen the other day, and I'm gonna lie. Usually, I don't believe in superstitions and stuff like that way too much.
Yeah.
But this dude had this superstition, and I ain't gonna lie, he was damn near right. And it's about King Alexander the First, and he was the king of Yugoslavia, like in 1930s or something.
Yeah.
And this dude had a weird superstition, but I ain't gonna lie, I don't blame him.
Yeah.
He refused to make public appearances on Tuesdays.
Really?
Yeah. And it sounds weird, like why do you, he's like Garfield, like why do you hate Tuesdays
I
for?
know. Yeah.
But the reason why, the three people before him, his three other family members before him who ran Yugoslavia, all died on Tuesday. So he had this weird thing where he's like, I never want to go out in public on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
And for the most part,
He didn't.
he didn't. But on this one day,
No way, Mike.
for some reason, I'm pretty sure, like, you know, his
was kinda, like,
publicist
forced,
or whatever
yeah.
was like, dude, you got to go out to France on Tuesday. It's on a Tuesday, though. You got to go to
Yeah.
France and make an appearance. And he was kind of like, all right. He went to France, and it's on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
He's driving around in his car, making a public appearance. I don't know exactly what he was there for, probably to meet like whoever's running France or whatever.
Yeah.
While he's driving around, some dude from hella far away.
You're lying.
Shoots him in his car on some John F. Kennedy stuff.
Kills him
on Tuesday.
Really?
Yes.
Bro. And did all of his other family members get assassinated too?
All his other family members. I don't know if they all got assassinated,
but they all died.
They all died on Tuesdays.
Dude. They should have listened to him,
I swear to
bro.
God.
That's so annoying, bro.
I
That it's
swear
like
to God.
my freaking publicist or whatever, or you know what I mean? Or this guy who's running my stuff a little bit. He goes and be like, bro, you got to make an appearance today. You got to pop out.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, all right, bro, look. If I die, bro, this on you.
No, for real.
And bro's like, look, you're not going to die. We're going to protect you. I'm the only one who got a headshot.
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
Crazy, dude.
No, that's a crazy, like, coincidence or something.
Yeah.
Like, and I think, what do you think that is?
I don't know. I don't know why Tuesdays hates this family.
No, seriously, bro. What
but
is the
three
odds?
members of his family members died on Tuesday.
Previous.
And that's the reason why he was scared of making public appearances on Tuesdays.
And he was the fourth.
And he was the fourth one, yeah.
Dude, what the hell? I don't even know what to say about that.
That's insane, huh?
The fact that he kind of had a feeling, too.
Yeah.
I think that's what's interesting.
The one Tuesday he makes a public appearance,
he dies.
He gets assassinated.
Wow. Bro, that's interesting as hell, bro. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
bro.
That's why I think some people that believe in superstitions, it might be for a reason.
Especially if you got evidence like that. Like, dude, 3 of my family members died on Tuesdays.
I know. Hey, you know what's crazy, bro? Even speaking of superstitions, I'm not trying to get back into that other story. That kid that I was saying that ended up killing his whole family in the UK, he was gonna do it on Friday the 13th.
Wow.
Yeah, I think he did it on Friday the 13th.
That's
actually.
crazy.
Yeah, which is super interesting.
Yeah, that's another one where it's like, you know bad
what the
stuff
hell are
happens
the
on
odds of
Friday
that?
the 13th.
You
Yeah,
feel
that's
me? But
crazy.
that's crazy
Yeah.
though.
I don't even know how
he
you
knew.
explain that.
Yeah, I'm just being real. I don't. I can't even tell you that. It's like he kind of had a feeling like something's off about today, dog,
Yeah.
about this Tuesday. I'm staying in. I'm not going nowhere, bro. I'm staying in.
The one time he goes out on a Tuesday, though.
Yeah. You
He
get
gets
popped. Jeez,
That's crazy, bro. That's
RP
crazy.
dog,
I swear
bro.
to God, yeah.
He knew something.
Nah, for real.
You know, he knew too much.
reals,
But
yeah.
we're going to end this episode here, man. Hope you guys enjoyed it. TB4I podcast on everything. Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Apple Podcasts, all that good stuff. Ring that bell to be notified every time we post. Like, comment, subscribe on the video, man.
Yep.
Show us some love a little bit in the comment section. You feel me?
Yes,
Blow that
sir.
motherfucker
Yes,
up,
sir.
man.
Yes,
Tell us some
sir.
crazy stories. Tell us some of your own. You feel me? Talk about some stuff that y'all wanted to ask us, whatever the case may be. But yeah, man. And guys, I forgot to say this. We also have our other page, Couch Critics. I'm gonna put it up right here. Blah!
Yep.
You
Link
feel
down
me?
below for
Link
it.
down below. Yes, we're gonna have it in
So,
here.
If y'all
So,
missed us talking about movies and TV shows in the pod,
Yeah.
we decided to kind of not do that as much or not at all anymore in the pod, but it's not going anywhere because we have a whole dedicated page for that. So if you liked us getting nerdy about movies and TV shows and video games or whatever, you go watch it on the other page.
Yes. So go check that out, man. I know you guys will enjoy it if you like that type of stuff. So
Yeah. Show some love. Show some love.
yes. So we'll catch you guys on the next episode. Bye. I love you guys.